At the conclusion of FC Cincinnati's debut MLS season in 2019, it was clear that the only way this team could go was up. After setting a few dubious records and cycling through 3 different head coaches, FCC entered the 2020 MLS offseason with a clear vision of what needed to be done in order to improve the overall team's success in its second year. So how will FC Cincinnati finish this season? Let's take a look. Gone are the USL clubs of Emmanuel Ledesma, Justin Hoyt, Forrest Lasso, and Corbin Bone. The only remaining USL guy is Jimmy McLaughlin, and he's the only remaining OG from that inaugural team in 2016. It's no surprise that any of the USL guys are gone, but it kind of sucks that Emmanuel Ledesma could not come to an agreement with FC Cincinnati. He was the most valuable piece of FCC's offense last year and was arguably the face of the franchise and a fan favorite. Unfortunately, that's the business side of sports coming to effect, and it hit FC Cincinnati hard here with the loss of Emmanuel Ledesma. Another member of last year's team not making his return to this year's roster is Fernando Adi, and this is for the best. FCC's first ever MLS signing was not a good fit for the team. The fans saw that he was not really producing in the field and was kind of lazy and soured on him very fast. So hopefully this is the best move for FCC to separate from Adi going forward. There are a few familiar faces from last year's team making their return in 2020, such as Kendall Waston, Spencer Ritchie, Joe Zhao, Frankie Amaya, and Rashawn Valley, among others. It is no secret that the biggest weakness for FC Cincinnati in 2019 was its lack of offensive production. This team stunk on offense, and as a result, they lost multiple games, and it really pained FC Cincinnati fans to watch their favorite soccer team go down in flames in the first ever MLS season. In order to help jumpstart the offense in 2020, FC Cincinnati went out and signed 2 big signings to help bolster its attack: Yuya Kubo and Jurgen Locadia. Kubo is a designated player at the striker position and comes to FCC with a ton of international experience. He should be able to help bolster FCC's offensive attack in 2020. Jurgen is also a striker and comes to FC Cincinnati via a designated player loan with Brighton of the Premier League. His signing sent shockwaves through the FC Cincinnati fan base, as he has been compared to Joseph Martinez of Atlanta United. If he can live up to that billing, FCC might have one of the best offenses in all of Major League Soccer. Now, after I finished up writing the notes for this video, news broke that Ron Jans was resigning from his head coach position with FC Cincinnati. After conflicting stories between him and an investigation conducted by Major League Soccer showed that Ron was using repeatedly racial slurs. This has no place in FCC, MLS, or society in general, so a new head coach for FC Cincinnati was definitely needed. Last year's interim head coach, Yohan Demay, is stepping in to fill in that role again until a new coach is found for FC Cincinnati. It sucks that this happened a couple weeks before the start of the MLS season, but it's definitely needed for FC Cincinnati in order to move forward and become a team that is welcoming and does not have this bad stigma sticking to it. More bad news for FC Cincinnati came out a few days later when it was reported that Darren Maddox was being charged with a couple felonies in Pennsylvania. Now, this is not ideal for FCC, but it was also reported earlier after their first preseason game that there are currently no plans to use Maddox going forward, so this just might seal the deal of him no longer being with the team. So how will FCC do in its second Major League Soccer season? If Kubo and Jurgen can live up to the hype, then hopefully this team can rise up through the Eastern Conference standings and earn a spot in the MLS playoffs. If Jurgen decides to sign with FCC once his loan deal expires in June, then I truly believe the sky is the limit for FC Cincinnati. And who knows, maybe this team can go from worst to first and bring home the first ever Major League Soccer championship to the Queen City.